Yo, what's good, everybody? Man, it's your boy. Hey, Reed, man, sitting here chilling, man. MCXP Radio doing a thing. You already know, man, you are now officially kicking it. Like I always say here in the man cave at night, man. You know it's me, my boy Broken. We in the mix, we doing our thing, man. Lots to talk about. Please continue to like, subscribe, hit the bell for all that BGSC goodness. Everything that we do, man. I appreciate y'all. But without further ado, baby, let's get this show started. Y'all already know what it is. Let's go. Oh yeah, man. Hope everybody's doing good, man. I'm glad to be here, man. It's good to be back in this mix again, doing what I do best, man. Having a good time. Of course, man, I got my boy Broken in the mix, man. Broken, how are you living, bro? How are you living?
Yeah, man, great, doing good, man, chilling.
Chillaxing, man. Look, a lot to talk about today, as you guys can see, based on the title that I have, man. Hey, it's been a lot going on, and y'all already know, man. I got kids, man. I be busy. I know it seems like I try to get it to y'all every week, man. But you know, things happen, man. Family got to come first. But it is what it is, man. I appreciate y'all. Like we've been having the last couple of shows, man. Please continue to put your comments and everything like that. I've also got the TikTok live going on right now, so everybody on TikTok, man. If you in the mix, man. If you want to check out MCXP, how we do it. Y'all go ahead, man, put your comments on there. Y'all know what we do, man. You put your comments, I'll go ahead and post them up. Man, make sure that you guys are a part of the show, man, because I don't have a show without you guys. So it's much uh loved and appreciative for what all you guys do, man. Shout out to Big Game. What's up, Big Game? Shout out to you. Shout out to everybody that's coming in to the TikTok, man. Thank y'all, man. Is what it
Big
is.
game, big game.
Big, you can always count on Big Game, man. I always count on Big Game, man. That's my boy, man. That's family. At this point, that's family to me, man. So you know. But again, people, you are now officially kicking it here in the Man Cave at night, MCXP Radio. Shout out to the TikTok family out there that's doing their dang thing, man. I appreciate y'all. Much love. Y'all keep on coming in. Yo, man. Lots to talk about, like I always say, man. Let's get into it. Y'all know what it is. A Reese 3 points. Let's hit it. All right, man. They reached 3 points, man. And of course, everybody, man, if y'all got comments over here, y'all please, man, make sure y'all say what y'all need to say. Let's get it started, bro. Let's get it started. First and foremost, man, one of the big things that came out not too long ago, as a matter of fact, is the scandal by Mr. Steve Smith, man. Everybody knows Steve Smith. Why you gotta laugh? Why you gotta laugh? Why you
Bro,
gotta laugh, bro? You already
bro,
know.
off top, man, it's funny, dog.
Off top, the Steve Smith scandal, man. If y'all don't know, man, the quick back history of it, there you see Steve Smith, who used to be who's retired NFL player, used to play for, I believe, the Carolina Panthers. He did play for the Baltimore Ravens at some point in time. I want to say it's another team that he played for. I can't remember. I know Big Game would know that, so go ahead and drop that in the mix, Big Game, for me. Um, but as you can see, man, he was actually having an affair with a married woman, the lady that was actually part of the Baltimore Ravens band team, and some things came out, man. The husband found out, and the husband decided to put Steve Smith out there on Front Street. Actually called Steve Smith while he was recording. Called Steve Smith and told him, "Hey, man, you out here doing your thing, bro. You know, you messing with my wife, bro." And then Steve Smith's response was hilarious. He was like, "Sorry," we just hung up. So I don't know, man. I don't know. These kind of things do happen on a regular basis. I mean, come on. I mean, professional athletes are always out here doing their thing, getting their rocks off with whoever.
Well, I
Um,
mean, it's not just limited to professional athletes. I mean, this is
well,
life.
no,
This
no,
is
no. This
this is
is
a
life. This is life. This is life. Square biz. It is life. Um, Quite funny though. Quite funny. I believe Steve Smith is married. If I'm not mistaken, I think he is married with kids and whatnot. But this whole thing popped off. The lady actually, as you can see right there, Nicole Martinez, I believe that's her name. She actually came out, broke the silence, and said for herself, she's like, "Yeah, I've been knocking boots with Steve Smith, man, for like the last 3 years or something. You know what I'm saying? Uh,
three
I believe
years.
that's what she said. 3 years, man. A matter of fact, I'm not gonna post it up. I'm not gonna do it because I was actually. You can actually go online and see the screenshots that she actually had, proving that these
Yeah,
guys was
yeah, those.
no pretty graphic,
Yeah, that's pretty
pretty
graphic.
graphic. She wasn't bullshit. So I'm just saying, she she
Def,
she she wasn't playing. You don't
definitely.
talk like that if you ain't doing nothing. You
That
don't talk
those are
you know
NSFW texts.
real tough.
NSFW texts. Those were.
Yeah, I had thought about posting it, but I was like, you know what? Nah, I might get censored. Is what it is. Let me see. Big game, man. He said, why did dude try to put Steve Smith on blast and his wife was the one who he should have been mad at? Well, I mean,
I mean,
Big game comes.
he could have been mad at her too. I
He's
mean,
mad
but
at her, but come on, man. Uh, I think
if I
that
mean, but I think there's a measure of uh valid anger at a man, or it could be a woman, right? If it was the other situation, who knows someone is married and they still sleep with that person, like knowing that they're married. So I
it's,
mean,
it's
the spouse who got cheated on, I think there's a valid level of anger that you would have at someone cheating with your spouse. Like,
of course, there's a valid reason for that, bro. Of
but
course.
I didn't know it was 3 years though for dude not to know. You didn't know this for 3 years. It took you 3 years to catch this or to catch on
I've
or.
got to double check because I know I was reading on it before the
Ah,
show. I believe it was 3 years. She had said that this has been going on. But the thing, it's
yeah. I
okay. We can't sit
I
here and not say
I
that these things don't happen.
I mean,
Uh,
they do. But at that point though, I kind of feel
Big bro,
people clown. I kind of feel people clowning the dude too,
that's
the husband dude.
fine. Uh,
At first, I wasn't really kind of
oh,
cool with clowning the husband because I'm like, he's the victim here, right? He got cheated on. But if she was doing this, you didn't notice this for 3 years. You got cheated on for 3 years and didn't know. Like, I mean, you not sensing nothing different about your wife's walls, my nigga. Like,
hey, I mean, what could he be saying? I mean, that is a valid question. You didn't notice nothing about the walls, man. That's true. I know it hurt.
when one of the
Mm.
texts she said he was like literally like rearranging the guts. Like I ain't even go. That's as far as I'll go. But basically, that's what she was telling Steve.
But Big Game makes a good point. He said the dude was probably looking for his 15 seconds of fame, trying to get himself out there, trying to, you know what I'm saying? I mean, people try to put people on blast all the time, you know what I'm saying, for whatever reason, for whatever cause. We live in a social media world. We live in a society now where people just feel like, if you get wronged, whatever the case may be, it has to be seen, it has to be socialized. You want to put that other person out there on blast. You want to put some detrimental stuff uh in their lives, and try to prove to everybody that this person is not who they seem to be you
Well,
know
I mean,
so,
I don't know. Is it more of like Big Game saying like, is it more of him trying to put himself like not necessarily caring about hurting Steve Smith as much as to where it would kind of make sense if you say, okay, well, Steve Smith, he's a public facing figure. He's pretty, he's popular. He's a celebrity to an extent, retired, but I mean, still has a name out there or whatever like that. So it's like, okay, I want to. Is it more about him trying to damage Steve, or put his own name out there, like you say, try to get his own clout? Like, so he's trying to, you know, get something off of it himself.
Well, you could say damage. You could say damage in a sense because Steve Smith is part of a NFL network. He's been on these shows. You know what I'm saying? So that could be in an instance of, well, you just ruined my life doing this. I'm going to return the favor and ruin your life, knowing that you're married, knowing that you're on TV, these national television shows that come on. So, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I can go ahead and do what I need to do, man, to go ahead and put you out on Front Street and kill your money maker. You know what I'm
How
saying?
we?
So I
I
mean, it works
mean,
in both ways.
3 years, bro. How we know this not one of those situations where the husband actually approved of it and was okay with it? It just became a point to where he wasn't okay with it.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
We,
Shout out
cause
to
we
Big
know.
Bro.
I ain't gonna specifically say. I'm gonna do the Kanye meme right now. I ain't gonna say who, but some of them folks. You know what I'm saying? Like they kind of get down like that. You know what I'm saying? With the whole, sit in the corner and watch type thing. How we, so how we know open relationships and all that? How we know dude? How we know he didn't know? Like, and now all of a sudden, now after 3 years, it became an issue because he finally got upset with it, or he finally couldn't take it anymore, or
How do you again? How do you not know? How do you not see the signs? I'm with you on that. How would you not know? How do you not see the signs? How do you not feel like you know? I don't know, man. I don't know. Shout out to Pewter Perspective. They said haven't been in his shoes, and I hope I never am. But I'm saying wife is wrong all day. I know how these
well,
hoes at. Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, definitely. I mean, I agree. Yeah, she's. I mean, the cheater is in the wrong ultimately, right? It's the person.
100%. Some like to watch. Hey, but I don't even think Steve get down like that, bro. I don't even think Steve get down.
Well,
Now
no, but
somebody's
I
in there
mean, but
watching.
not it.
Him.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I'm not saying the watching was actually going on. I'm saying like some people, or some, there really are open relationship kind of deals, or people have understandings with these spouses. Like a lot of these married people have understandings. Like, okay, you do what you do, I do what I do, or even, I mean, I've seen where you got some punk ass dude that got a wife and he lets her do whatever she want while he don't do anything,
true, true,
and he just cool with it. And
true,
it's kind of like, I mean, sometimes I
true.
don't believe. Sometimes I think it's cap. I don't believe it, but I mean, you'll see an article in New York Post or the fucking Daily Mail, and it's like, oh yeah, my husband lets me sleep around, and but he, he doesn't cheat on me, and now I feel bad. Should I feel bad about this? And like what? Like,
Oh man, these things happen, bro. These things do honestly happen, and
I mean, did he really sound like? Would you sound more upset if you called? Like, if you called when you listen to the audio of that tape? Like,
right,
did
right.
he really sound as upset as he should have been?
Did he really sound as upset? And what's up?
Yeah,
What's up,
as he
emoji cat? Man, holla at you. Did he really sound upset? It sounded more of like he was trying to
catch Steve Smith saying,
catch
like,
him
he
in a
in the
because
state.
he had it necessarily he had it
He was recording.
he was recording at the same time. So while he had Steve on the phone, he was recording. He had it recording the message at the same time. So it was like he was trying to get Steve to say something that he shouldn't say. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to catch him in a some kind of word, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to
Well, I
catch him
mean,
in it.
yeah, trying to catch him. I mean, but I mean,
And
he
s- and
did.
and, and Steve is
He
smart.
did.
Steve is
He
smart.
did. Well, he did. Well, I mean, he did get him to admit to it, right?
Yeah. But
Because
all he did
Steve,
was he just said sorry.
yeah, but I think Steve caught on after that, like to where, the guy was like, "Well, what do you have to say for yourself and all this?" And Steve stayed like silent for about maybe another 30, 40 seconds before he hung up. Like, so I think I kind of, like you said, Steve is smart. I think he finally caught on. Like, he trying to get me to say something. He trying to pull something else out of me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, come on, man. I mean, yeah, yeah. I mean, think about it, bro. You a hot person. You're a retired person in the NFL. This is that and the third. Okay, the husband just calls you randomly. Who just calls you randomly, and he's like, "Hey, Brian, yo, man, I heard you was out here screwing my girl, dog. What you got to say about that?" Of course, bro, you gonna sit there and be like, "Who are you? What?" You know, you ain't gonna put yourself out there on blast because you don't know what they have on the other side.
well,
Which
he
Steve
didn't
didn't
say.
know necessarily what he had on the other side. He didn't know
Well,
that dude was sitting there recording it. You know what I'm saying? And trying to,
he, but he knew exactly who was talking. He did. He never said, "Who are you? I don't know you." Or he said, "I'm sorry."
yeah, yeah,
he knew exactly who he was talking to.
yeah.
Dude,
Because I mean,
I'm sorry,
they came
dude.
they came in the thing knowing they came in the thing knowing that they was both married, bro. So that's
Looking at it in hindsight, dude didn't sound upset enough for me, dog. He really didn't, dog. He really didn't. He really didn't.
man. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to everybody on the TikTok, man. I appreciate you guys, man, coming in there, showing some love, hearts, and everything like that, man. So it is what it is. But this is crazy, man. So we'll see how this progresses. I think this is very hilarious that this happened, and of course, and like it's Steve Smith, bro. Like it's Steve. Like,
Was it worth it?
oh,
How's I mean, I guess you're not supposed to judge women's looks and everything like that, but I mean, what was the wife looking like? How what was
I posted the picture. Did you see
I
the
know, I
picture?
know, no, I know. I'm asking you. I'm like, what worth it or not?
I'm not gonna say that, bro. I'm not just gonna sit there and say that. Me being a married man, I just can't sit there and be like, "Oh, was it worth it?" It's literally different folks for different strokes for different folks out here, man. So whatever person that wants to, if they want to go out of their marriage, they're gonna do that, bro. It's just what it is. And for whatever the case may be, he saw that it was. Maybe he saw the grass was green on green on the other side. Maybe he looked at her and it was something about her that attracted him enough to go ahead and
Well,
go down through that route, whatever the case may be, bro. Um,
I would say by them texts, bro. She was a freak though, so I think
oh, oh,
I think she was doing them right.
oh,
I
oh, she
think
was
she was
serving.
I think she was serving. Yeah.
She was serving. She was definitely serving in more ways than one. Based off those text messages, she was definitely serving. So I'm just saying,
He had his fun.
he boy had his rocks. He definitely got his rocks. So that is what it is, man. But that's hilarious. So let's just sit back and see, man, how the Steve Smith scandal is going to go. Moving on to my next subject, though, man. I think this is really, really tight because my wife actually brought this idea to me, and we was actually discussing how the college NIL. We just came from our. I want to say this has been the first season where these college kids can literally get paid for being in college, man. And these guys are getting millions of dollars. They're getting sponsorships. These guys are getting cars, whatever the case may be, to play for these colleges. Well, now that these kids are millionaires before they're even into the NFL, you got them coming into the draft. My wife kind of actually said it like, really, how much do you really think that these kids really care about them going and selling and about getting into the league? How much necessarily has this NIL thing started to affect the kids' motivation or these new guys' motivation when it comes into the draft. My boy Big Gang can speak on it. You know what I'm saying? Going into the draft, going into the combine, I'm sure that, that was your heart and soul. You wanted to do everything that you possibly could to get yourself out there, what I'm saying, to make a good impression, run a good 40 time, have a good bench press, shuttle run, whatever the case may be, and make sure that you can get a team that's going to go out there and want to sign you and put you, what I'm saying, in the mix, But now that these kids are coming in with already millions of dollars, they're already millionaires coming into the game. Like, are they really going to be that focused into, what I'm saying, getting drafted? Like, as a matter of fact, I was even hearing comments of Shador Sanders, um, Deion Sanders' son, quarterback from Colorado. But I was actually hearing him saying, like, hey, man, look, yo, it is what it is. Like, y'all already know, like, y'all know who my dad is. Like, I don't like he really had a real nonchalant, what I'm saying, feeling of like all these questions. Because all the people, all the coaches, they ask you questions and stuff, trying to get your head, your mind, see where your mind is and stuff when it comes to interviews and things like that. But he has this little cocky attitude, and you got these things going on. It's like, where's the motivation at? So how much do you think that this NIL is going to affect this NFL draft?
Uh, for one, you can't, with so many players eligible for the draft and potential players being drafted 7 rounds. The millionaires are only the top guys. So every player that's coming into the draft is not don't have $1 million NIL deals. Like that's for one. And then for two, a competitor is a competitor. So the mark of a true competitor, it doesn't matter how much money you making. Like if you a dog, like you just a dog and you want to win at everything. You know what I'm saying? So uh, a guy like Michael Jordan don't want to lose like bouncing quarters off the fucking wall. He don't want to lose.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
don't matter how much fucking money he making. If we flipping quarters, if we playing fucking dice, if we shooting pool, if we playing fucking golf, I'm gonna bet 70,000 on one fucking shot. You know what I'm saying? Like if we, whatever, it don't matter what we doing. Like I want to win. So a competitor is a competitor. I think that's one of the things that will separate the best guys and a guy who might succeed at the next level on an elite level from guys who don't care as much. So uh,
Hmm.
I think it's even more reason for some of these NFL scouts, execs, GMs, people to look at the combine even more and see which guys are just uh, who they really going for it. They really trying to compete, or they really trying to do good, and guys who just fucking going through the motions and not taking anything seriously.
Pewter Perspective came on. He said, man, these kids have lost the motivation of wanting to go to the league. Look at how they treat the combine. This is for real. Like, this is the first time that I've actually seen like these kids just really just like not really care in the combine. Like, a lot of them are not really participating in what the combine used to be. You know what I'm saying? That kind of like the kids used to really seriously
Well,
prepare
who
for this
specifically?
because
I,
this
I
was
know I know there was that one wide receiver. It was a wide receiver, right? Who said he was gonna beat Bond. I think it was Bond, right? From
uh-huh.
from Texas. Didn't he say he was gonna beat
That record.
uh yeah, Xavier Worthy? He was gonna beat his
Yeah,
his combine time, and he didn't do it. Right? He didn't beat
yeah.
it. Then there's another wide receiver who posted a really good combine time. So I mean, some guys, I'm not sure if you can generalize it to all of these kids not wanting to compete. I think some guys gonna want to, and some guys not. Like you either got the dog in you to compete or you don't.
Uh I will give you that. I would definitely say that in some retrospect, that it would definitely be. What's up, baby? Oh, oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Hold on, my little
I
man.
mean, the one thing I will say is that you have guys that they still making wild statements, right? The cornerback uh, from Ohio State, he was like, "I'm the best cornerback in the draft." Period.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? I'm gonna be the best cornerback in the draft, and he's specifically talking about himself and and oh my god, cornerback from Colorado.
You getting the hearts, buddy.
Yo, yo,
My son get shout out to Drew. Shout out to little Drew. But no, man, I agree, man. Let me see. Pewsman said the new standard is star guys will test on campus and only interview at the at the combine. Yeah, yeah. Some more comments coming in. Competition is good. Competitive spirit is beautiful. Some will handle it like they should. Um, yeah.
I mean,
Big game
there's
made a
there's
punt
there's
throwing.
always there's always criticism of certain guys at the combine. I mean, this happens. Maybe it's happening more this year because of NIL. I mean, you might have a point
Yeah,
there. I think it's something to look at, and there might be an issue. There might be an issue there with that. I mean, but I mean, every year it's guys get criticized. I think what happens, especially with quarterbacks, is that you have GM scouts and then pundits like Todd McShay and stuff like that. Like, I think they have an agenda to attack certain players to lower their stock on purpose.
really?
So yes, sometimes yes. I feel like that might be happening with Shador Sanders. I think it might be happening with Shador Sanders right now. Is
Like
that
he would be lowering his stock on price. I don't know. I mean,
so a team can possibly draft a team if you throw enough dirt on his name and he don't go high enough, then a team can possibly get him who they might be acting like they don't want him, but they actually do really want him. I mean, Shador Sanders, like I don't I don't understand why people keep trying to act like he's not a first round talent. Like I really don't get that. I
and
mean, he had he
that I can
had
agree with.
he
Yeah,
gets
I
he
agree
got
with that.
sacked a lot. He got sacked a lot, but that's because he had the worst O line in D1 football. The
True,
worst, the
true,
absolute worst O line.
true.
And then he still has a high completion percentage. He can make all the throws. He's smart. You know what I'm saying? Like he runs through progressions. And he might not have the best physical escapability and shit like that, but he knows how to move around inside the pocket and stuff like that. So, I mean, I think Shador is going to be fine in the NFL. I think any team that gets him going to be happy with him. And if he goes lower, uh, then Cam Ward,
Yeah.
if he gets to a team where he can actually have some pieces around him instead of have to go into a team that's like two and fucking forever, two and 7, 2-15, 2-15. If he can go into a team, uh a middle of the road team that still might have some pieces, like it might be better for him. Like if he
I can
drops
see
to
that.
if he drops to mid late first round, like that might be a
Yeah, I can
blessing. That
definitely see
might
that.
that might be a blessing in disguise. But like I said, like I think sometimes
There's
there's
more.
an agenda to go after certain guys so they drop like that.
Say bye bye. Say bye bye, Drew. Hold on, y'all. Say bye bye, Drew. Everybody, man. Thank y'all for all the hearts, man. Drew came on the mix, man, and he just fell in love with it. It's my youngest one, man. 7 months. So he likes to make an appearance every now and then. Say what's up, man. You know, he's just having a good time, man. I'll pass him on to my beautiful wife.
Drew.
Thank you, baby. But yes, man. I kind of agree with you on that, man. To me, um, the way that I see it is that it's still an opportunity to go into the league. It's still an opportunity to do something that millions and millions of other people would love to do and to be in that position. So try to take it serious in some type of aspect and whatnot. But I mean, when you're already a millionaire, and you got to look at Shador is like the perfect example because I mean the guy comes from money. You know, he's already
Yeah, but
paid,
they, but
laid.
they, but
You
they
know what I'm
both,
saying?
but him and Travis Scott, Travis Hunter, Travis Scott, him and Hunter, already had like a thing about going number one though. So if you have a bet and a gentleman's competition to see who goes number one,
Mm,
don't that mean that you are motivated to go one? Are we saying
true.
are we saying just because the NFL, just because of these pundits saying these guys shouldn't go on number one, now it's like, oh, they're not motivated to be the top just because Todd McShay says that. Does it make
I
it
don't know what
true?
to worry about. Uh, yeah, I don't know. That's it. I mean, you people are entitled to their own opinions. Chris, I like this, man. You said top guys care, bottom guys care. The guys in the middle probably don't either way. I would digress and say the top and the middle care, but it's the bottom. The top and the middle guys don't care. But I would think that the guys at the bottom who probably didn't get an NIL deal would probably be the ones that probably care the most. If you've already kind of gotten that money under the table, like you know. But then again, that money can only go so far because
Yeah, I
you're
was
not in
going. The
college
money
anymore.
don't last
Yeah,
forever.
yeah,
Like you.
they only go because you built that off your college career. You see what I'm saying? So now it would have to be extended. You'd have to show some kind of caring because it would have to extend into the league at some way, some point, somehow. You know what I'm saying? For you
So
that deal to continue.
what are we saying? Like we have guys who that conceivably could be first round talents, but they don't care if they go in the third round now or the fourth round, as long as they get drafted, right?
Straight up,
Like, is that
Sherm.
what we
Shout out to my
saying?
boy Sherm. Yeah.
Is that what we saying?
Possibly, possibly, man, possibly. Bring back the scholarship and booster.
Oh, those are still there. Yeah, those the guys giving
They
out the
still there.
NIL.
They still
Those
there.
the guys giving out the NIL deals. Is the damn boosters.
Yeah, yeah,
That's where
yeah,
that's where the
yeah,
NIL deals are coming from.
yeah, man. Yeah. So I don't know, man. It's interesting to see. It's very, very interesting to see how this is going about. So yeah, it is what it is. Shout out to my nephew, man. What's up, Cam? Man, Cam in the mix. Watching it on TikTok. Shout out to what's up, boy? You know, I gotta show love to my little nephew, man. It is what it is.
Killer Cam
Oh
Cam, Killer
yeah,
Cam
man.
Cam
Killer
Cam Cam
Cam, bro. Killer
Killer
Cam,
Killer
man.
Killer Cam Cam
So
Killer
yeah,
Cam
it's
Cam Killer Cam.
I beg to differ. I beg to differ. I mean, it's just s- kids who I will put it like this: kids who are already in the mix of money, who come from a long line of money already, necessarily like they really don't have to have a football career because like their pops or their family has like oil money or whatever the case may be. Like they set they set. But then again,
Well, that's what was said about Josh Rosen. Remember?
yeah,
A few
yeah,
years ago, Rosen from
yeah,
UCLA, the quarterback from UCLA, Rosen, he had money. He came from money. So he didn't really need to be that. And you see he's washed out of the NFL already, hasn't he? Like I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Mm.
I don't know where he is.
He wasn't
And
that great, anyways.
he was supposed to have good talent, but people was like, well, he don't really care like that because he came from money. So it's not like he really need the NFL to live, right? Like,
Yeah, yeah,
so if
yeah.
you, that's why a lot of people, that's why people, like, when it comes to the NBA, right? That's why you have a lot of fans that be like, man, we need dudes from the gutter. We need dudes from the trenches. They need to go back and get some players from the trenches and stuff who came from like nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they ball with that pain and that fear of not eating tomorrow night. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They have that hunger in them, from real hunger,
Just leave them
knowing
with something.
knowing what it felt like to miss a meal. But like you said, like when your college career, you was already running on NIL deals, and you got cars and clothes and hoes and
All of that, man. Yeah, you already in the
whatever
mix, man.
whatever else that comes with it. Then yeah, maybe you feel like you've already arrived. I mean
That's what
that
Miss
that
man.
that only that only fucks up your own stock. So I mean, hey, like I said, the guys that do that, fuck them. I mean, and if you're a real dog, like that's not gonna stop. Like having the money won't stop you. If you're a real competitor, if you really got that Mamba mentality, if you really got that, that dog in you, like the money, having the money or whatever is not gonna. It won't change your
Yeah, it
competitive
won't. Yeah, yeah,
fire.
yeah. You'll keep that dog in you. No doubt, man. MCXP Radio, man, here for the BGSC Network, man. Again, appreciate everybody, man. I'm looking over here on the TikTok. Brian, over here on the TikTok, man, I've already got over 1,000 likes. Over 1,000 likes on the show already, man.
Nice,
And
keep
then
them
shout out
coming.
to the people, man, that's over here
Keep
on
them
YouTube
coming.
that's watching it, man. I appreciate y'all. Appreciate you guys with the comments. You guys are always come through, man. Y'all have been coming through for me, man. I love it, man. So keep it going. Make sure, man, BGSC Network, everybody on the TikTok, make sure you like, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hit the bell notification over here for the BGSC Network and MCXP Radio. Anytime we on the mix, anytime we come on, you can see us. And that's for you guys here on YouTube as well.
And engaging with the audience is one of the best things about doing the show, man, because a lot of times the audience and people listening, they bring in a lot of insight. And
Man,
they
y'all
got
do. Y'all don't realize how grateful I am for y'all, man. Especially, man, these guys they come with the comment. Sherm, I gotta give you a shout out. Chris, I'm a big game, big bro. Just like my boy Grandizer when he comes in the mix, man. There's a number of guys, man. So just know, man, you guys are very, 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 very much appreciated for what you guys do. Moving on, man, to my third point. This one is gonna hurt, but it has to be said, and we have to talk about this, people. Definitely. What is going to be the future of the Dallas Mavericks? Okay.
uh,
I have seen my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks, go from, I just say it, from first to worst, from one of the best to one of the worst in a matter of a month, in a month's time. I mean, I'm looking at guys like, look at Clay, man. Look at Clay Thompson, dejected. And
that that's not
you
fun. That's
laughing,
not that's I know that's not fun.
but it's messed up.
It
It's
is,
very very
man.
messed up.
It's fucking
Kyrie,
messed up.
man, bless his soul, man. I mean, just a hard nosed guy, man, and he's went down. You know what I'm saying? He's out for the rest of the season, man, with his injury. You know what I'm saying? We got Anthony Davis, who we got out of that trade. He's
Yeah,
down.
now they're talking about shutting Davis down for the entire season as
Yeah,
well. Like
bro, we literally have.
you kind of might as well, right? Like you,
Oh yeah. Mavs literally have about 7 people, bro. 7 people. 7 people on their roster. And most of that is because of injuries. But I want to diverge in the fact that this comes from simply, man, that trade that happened, the Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis. I didn't understand the magnitude of what this would have when it first happened. First off, when it first happened, of course, you didn't believe it. As a Mavs fan, he didn't believe it. You know, like, well, you know what I'm saying? And then when you find out that it's actually really real, and then to see Luca in a like it's hard for me to I can't even watch Luca in a Lakers jersey. I'm sorry. It's weird to me. It's just very, very weird. But the fact that this guy right here, man, Nico Harrison, I hate to say it, and I told my wife yesterday, Nico, it's on site, bro. It's on site. It's got to be, bro. It's got to be. It's got to be.
I'm actually surprised that there's no viral video of somebody like going at him like at a restaurant or something. Like, does he go out anymore? Like, is he allowed to
You said
actually?
anymore. I don't think he does it anymore.
That's what I'm saying. Is he
I'm
you
not in
think
Dallas.
you think he goes to the mall? Do you think he goes out to eat? Do you
Not
think
in
he
Dallas. Not in
like
Dallas.
popular restaurants, like a nice restaurant, like
No, not in Dallas, bro. Not in Dallas. He'd have
a,
to fly to
a
like
hot
LA or
spot,
something like that.
a hot spot? Like, does
Yeah.
he like will does he show his face like in the city?
He will show his face in a public city, but it won't be Dallas. It won't be inside Dallas. Because you have to understand how the fans feel, how the city feels. Now we're looking at it to where it seems like everything that the new regime, the new ownership, the Dumont family, everything that these guys have claimed that they're not going to do, it's like it's already being set in motion. It's like we're watching this unfold in its own way. You know, these guys want to come in, do the casino thing. Mark Cuban gives it up. These guys winning. They're taking over the team. They don't want to sign them, but they make these excuses and whatnot. You know what I'm saying, for Luka, blah 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 blah. Coming to find out that Nico really didn't even like Luka. He had his issues with Luka for whatever the case may be. So wanted to go ahead and get rid of him. So he gets rid of you. Get rid of the franchise player. You deject the whole fan base. There's nobody at the games now. You know, nobody to root for. These guys come in. They sign Clay Thompson and have Clay down here thinking that he's actually going to get a chance somewhere. You know what I'm saying? He's going to come down here and be an integral part of the team. And now you look at him. Clay is damn near in fucking purgatory now, man. I know Clay is looking like, damn, if I knew that this shit would happen, I would have signed with the freaking Lakers, bro. And I don't blame him for feeling that way. I really don't. Um, I really think that it watching all of this unfolds, man. And you know what pisses me off the most is that why did it have to be my squad? It could have been any other team, bro. It could have been Phoenix. It could have been Sacramento. You know, it could have been a no-name team like the freaking Wizards or something. You know what I'm saying? Like it could have been a multitude of different teams, but it had to be the squad, my squad. And I don't even.
Is
I'm starting to believe. The more and more that this goes on, the more and more that I sit there and see this, man. I'm there to say, yo, collusion was really in play for this, and I think LeBron had something to do with it, man. I'm starting to believe that.
here we go.
But
Here we
no, man,
go.
I digress, man.
Here we
not
go.
I'm not gonna put all of that on Bron
Here
like
we
that,
go.
bro. I'm not gonna put
Here we
all that on
go.
Bron. I'm just
Here we
saying,
go.
man, it's just it sucks, bro.
It was
It
LeBron.
sucks, man.
It was
It
LeBron.
sucks.
Even though everybody said he didn't know. Okay, now, but is
Oh,
this
I mean, Brian, come on, man.
is this gonna
Come on. You
come
didn't
on
know.
what? Come on what?
You're Brian and you don't know.
Nobody knew.
All right.
Nobody knew. Nobody knew. But
Sure, my hope next year will be better. Small
is
setback from
this
years ago.
is this gonna go down as the worst trade, like at least worst NBA trade of all time? Is this gonna be is are we gonna look back at history and like call this like the worst trade of all time?
We're looking at it now. This is the worst trade. Look at
I
it
mean,
now.
yeah, as we say, but in the long run, because we're talking about the future of the Mavericks. What's what do we think is going? What's going to happen next year? Like, what? How can they move on? Like, how can they move on and rebuild from the like? And that's crazy that you got to say rebuild for a team who was just in the finals.
Just in the finals.
But
How
now
getting
they,
rid of one
but
person, how making one trade
they
can put
made,
this team back in a rebuild.
and now they basically in a rebuild.
I've watched this team go from a laughing stock to a contender to a championship winner to
I
a
mean,
team that has
after the
high hopes.
champions after the championship, even though that's been a while ago now, right? Since Dirk's chip, right? Like
Yeah.
it's been a while. But the Mavericks, after they won that championship, they were never really looked at as a laughing stock anymore. Like they've always been, even after the chip, been kind of solid, even if they weren't always making the playoffs, even if they weren't making always making deep runs and stuff like that. But and then of course they get Luka, and it's like shit. Like now they looked at as a real legit threat, and go to the finals with Luka, and to see, and I feel bad. I feel bad for y'all too, and it's kind of like survivor's guilt,
Mm,
survivor's remorse, because my team is the beneficiary of y'all's demise.
hmm.
Because in full disclosure, I am a Lakers fan, and I love the fact that we have Luka. I mean,
Can't say nothing.
I watch the games. He's fading away, hitting threes. He's grabbing rebounds. He's starting to gel with the team a lot more, and the team is looking pretty amazing out there. They gonna have some tough games, but this not about the. Let's not talk about. This not about the Lakers though. This is about the Mavericks, and what do we? How they gonna move forward from this, dog? What what has to happen?
I mean, the only thing that can happen, like my boy Sherm said, man, they can. Madden can get healthy. Please believe they will be a problem. And Sherm, it's funny that you said that because, granted, if that whole team is healthy, if AD is healthy, if AD is honestly freaking healthy, and that whole team is healthy, Gafford, Lively, all of those guys are healthy, Mavs can still be a problem. They could definitely still be a problem. But I don't know. I think this season somehow was just this is just they was just cursed. It was just cursed. Jay Kidd is from Oakland, California. He will have this team ready to watch. I see a really good team, just not healthy. Remember, 22. Yeah, 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 man.
I mean, but can these players ever trust Nico Harrison again?
That I don't think they will. That I don't think they will.
Can they win with, like, does he have to get fired? And I know it can't. It's a top that, like, and that's the cold thing about it, right? Is because the owners. It's not like the owners want to get rid of the guy. They told him to do it. So you kind of stuck with having a guy that the fan base hates. The fan base want to see him fired, but the owners probably approve of what he did because they told him to do it.
You know how Nico makes this better by bringing in another superstar, bringing in
With
another superstar to put alongside AD.
what? I mean, they did get a first round pick.
I understand that. I understand it, but somehow bringing in a guy that can.
How the NBA, the salary cap in the NBA is so restrictive. Like you can't really bring in guys if you already got guys.
You have to find a way. You have to find a way. I don't know, man. I don't know. So boy, Nico gotta go. Look, uh,
Yeah, yeah. I mean the
I think
players.
he personally gotta go.
Why would the players? Why
Uh,
would the players ever want to play with this guy? Why would Jay Kidd ever really want to work with this guy? Like you have a coach, you have a team who can't trust the front office. You can't trust them. You can't
True.
trust
Yeah.
you can't trust the front office or the owners.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like being on the Cleveland Cavs. It's not. I mean, not the Cavs. It could have been the Cavs too, but it's like being on the Browns when they had that old owner that
Hmm.
that just never did anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like being on a team with a terror. It's almost like kind of with the Chargers, like and uh and our owner, how he was in San Diego. So it's
Sherm, I said this. I said this. Bringing Durant. I actually said it. I actually mentioned it. Bringing Durant for a year. Fuck it. I mean, it hurts because it's not Luka, and I understand because we love Luka. We love Luka. But now that he's not there, it's a plethora of other guys out there that are actually stars that you can somehow, some way figure it out. And at this point, Nico has to get the trust back not only from the fans but from those players as well. They need to go in there and look like, because I mean, like you were saying earlier, they feel like there's no trust. There's no trust in the front office at all. You know, this
especially
came
when
this trade
especially when you're
trade.
telling when you're telling everybody that nobody knew about it, and Jason Kidd didn't even know about it.
Yeah, that's
And
dirty work, bro.
in
That's
that in
dirty
that
work.
in that in that press conference, Nico is sitting there like, well, yeah, I know the type of players that he like, and I know what type of players that he wants to coach with,
Okay.
and Jason Kidd was just sitting there, just looking straight ahead, like
Yeah,
you're a fucking idiot, like
yeah,
you're a fucking moron,
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah,
you are a fucking moron.
yeah. He did. He kind of looked at him like, bro, you crazy.
You are crazy. You are crazy.
Yeah, yeah. So
Jason Kidd was sitting in that press conference looking like his dog just died.
that was dirty work, bro. That was very, very dirty work. Definitely. So, oh man, I don't know. It's what do you do? What do you do? All I can do now is just sit back and just see what happens in the off season because you,
And if this really
you
came down, if this really came down from ownership, and the ownership told him to do it, and then they fire him, you know how nasty that business world is nasty, bro.
real talk,
That's
real
so
talk,
nasty, bro. That is
real
so
talk,
nasty, bro. They tell him to do it,
real
and
talk.
then they be like, "Hey, well, your team don't trust you. Your coach don't like you. The players don't like you. The fans don't like you. You gotta go, bro.
But you were
Like
the one that told me to do
you
it. You know,
told me to do it. Like
in that regard, though, Nico was the one that brought that up to them. So my thing is, what was it about Luca that you really didn't like? What caused you to even make this decision? Because that had to be a personal something inside of you personally just did not like Luca to the
did,
point to where
I
you
mean,
felt
did
like you
did
had to get
Luca?
rid of.
Do you think it's more than what he said? Simply about being out of shape,
Hell yes, more.
not coming in. Okay, so
That's to me that's
did
cap.
did
To me that's cap.
Lucas say something to him? Did he cuss him out?
To me
Did he
that's cap.
not?
And
Did he not give him the respect he thought he deserved? Like,
I've heard a multitude of stories, but I think in a roundabout way, this is a personal thing. For you to not tell nobody, for you to not even for you to not even tell the rest of the NBA that you're getting ready to trade Luca. You know what I'm saying? For you to have candid interviews or candid
Silver got up there. Silver got up there in All Star press run, in the press run for All Star weekend, and was like, "We didn't know about it until it hit the trade desk." Like I was just as shocked as everybody.
see, see, yeah. For you to go about it that way, that's personal. To me, that's personal. That's you calling somebody directly and the Lakers and telling them, "Hey, man, trying to get rid of him. What you want to do? We can make this
It's,
happen. I can
it's
make this
like,
happen.
damn, you want to get rid of him that bad? Like, what's the
It's
problem?
personal."
Like,
So, oh, that's my take on it, man. But hopefully, we're gonna see. We just gotta sit back, man. Gotta sit back and see, man. And hopefully, man, for the Dallas Mavericks, man, for my favorite team, man, we see some things to progress, man. Because Jesus, it hurts, man. It hurts. It definitely hurts. MCXP Radio here, BGSE Network, doing our thing, kicking it straight up, man. Bro, I've got 3,000 likes. That's
nice.
crazy.
nice.
Appreciate y'all, man. Real talk. Appreciate y'all. Getting towards the end of the show, man. So let's go ahead and get into it. One of our favorite things, winners and losers. Winners and losers, man. This is the part of the show, man, where we go ahead and talk about people who are winning and people who are losing in society. This is actually one of the fun things that we do here on the show, man. So Brian always got one. Of course, I've got mine, but we've been talking about it. I let him know before the show, so we're gonna get into it. So my winners right now, believe it or not, are the Los Angeles Lakers, man. It's kind of yucky for me to say that because I'm not a Lakers fan, but damn, bro, I can't deny it. You know, that's so weird. That is weird.
Weird,
Luka and LeBron
weird.
in the same jersey. That's God, him and that
I
purple and gold.
mean,
Bro,
they've
that
been
shit,
playing.
that's gross, bro. I'm sorry. It's just gross. And
They,
and, and and I'm not saying it as a slight to the Lakers. I'm not
no,
saying
no,
that. So I
I
don't want
know,
you to
I
feel.
know, no,
I'm
I
not
know.
saying it in that kind of slight. It's
Hey, I'm
just
I'm not taking it personal, man. I would feel the same way
that's
if Kobe ever played in the Mavs jersey. I would hate it. I would have hated it. I would have hated it.
this is crazy, bro.
It would
This
have
is
been
crazy.
absolutely disgusting and cringeworthy for me. So I get it. I get it, man. I think the Lakers are they've been playing really good. They struggled a little bit with the Knicks. They came back. I actually went to sleep on that game, and I wake up and I see they won in overtime. And even when they were down at halftime, before I went to sleep, and I said, hey, they could come back and win this game, but I'm not surprised that they would struggle against a team like the Knicks. Uh, uh, I saw a segment. PTI guys was saying that they deserve all the praise that they get. I don't really like to take that stance. I think they might be being showered with a little bit too much praise right now because they look good. They could be set up for a huge fall. I think the Lakers always hit like a struggle session, like in their schedule. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
so I'm waiting for that to happen, and then it's gonna be a lot of haters come out when they lose two or three in a row. So uh, I'm still taking it slow. I don't want to get too high or too low. So I definitely don't want to get too high. They look good. They look like contenders, but I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm not. I'm not one of these Lakers fans that's going to immediately say it's 100% chip and they go into the finals. They nah. I'm not willing to say all that yet. They still got holes in certain parts of the game
Hmm.
that I
Respect,
s- that I
respect,
see that I see. So
respect.
uh,
But I'm saluting them, man. I'm saluting them. Hey, y'all are putting in work, so I gotta give you the salute.
yeah, I
Y'all got
mean the win loss numbers can't be denied.
the numbers ain't lying, so I gotta give it to y'all, man. So those are my winners, man. Those are my winners for this show for this week. Now
I
to
got
our
a
show.
winner. I got a winner real quick.
Who you got?
My winner is this new Daredevil TV show. Oh my goodness, bro! My
I'm
Daredevil,
gonna check that out.
Daredevil Born Again. If you
Yeah,
haven't seen it, you gotta see. Oh, just the first scene alone, bruh. Before the title even hit, bruh. Like,
I'm gonna check it out. I'm
oh,
glad you said it.
cinema, bro.
Yeah,
Cinema.
because I had
Absolutely.
just seen, I had just seen the previews of that the other day, and I was just like, yo.
Ah, this shit fire, dog. This
So
shit
yeah,
so
yeah,
fire, dog.
yeah. I remember they had like a Netflix Daredevil thing, but I didn't think they did pretty good. But we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, yeah, it did. You never watched Daredevil on Netflix?
I watched a couple of episodes, but it did. I don't think it really did that good, man. It
You
didn't. It
don't think
didn't.
it really did that good,
It
dude?
didn't
That
grasp me that
show.
much, man.
Ah, that show was fire. It had some super dope fighting scenes. Like that. They went back to the
Me too.
early Daredevil where okay, so there's a fighting scene in the first Netflix Daredevil where it was one long shot in a hallway where they used one camera. It was kind of like one of those fucking Chinese kung fu movies, or it was like there's a certain Chinese director or like Asian director. I don't know if he was Asian or he's like Yui Bo type dude who shoot these long shots of fight scenes with one camera, and they did that in that Daredevil show. So
Mm.
this show they did that again, dog. At the beginning, see, I don't even want to give too much. Gotta watch it.
Everybody watch it. Everybody watch it. My man Sherm, he said he's definitely gonna check that out. So okay, I'm gonna check that out, bro. I'm gonna check that out. Let's get to the losers, man. Let's get to the losers to get this show. The losers, people. If you have been a part of this show, if you've been watching this show in the past, man, it's two individuals always, man. I definitely they've been multiple losers on the show just for the multiple things that they do. I swear, and I told my boys, I try not to put these guys on here, but
They always end up
they always
there.
end up because of the things that they do. And the first one is Drake. You can tell him I said it too, y'all. I don't care. This guy does not. I look at him and he doesn't strike no kind of fear in my heart. He doesn't. Like, he's not scared of me at all. At all. Look at that.
Nobody,
He puffing his lips out. Like, come
nobody
on,
is
bro.
scared of this guy.
Come on,
Nobody.
bro.
There's
Come on.
absolutely
No,
nobody in the world
no.
is scared of this guy.
Nobody is scared of this guy. Drake is a loser this week because his that settlement came through for him. Finally went through. Him
I
and I
think
think
you know.
you and Drew.
I think Drew would beat the shit out of Drake.
Drew OG. Drew OG. Drew is OG. I think Sherm said, "Say Drake." Hey, real talk. His settlement finally came through for this defamation of character or whatever crap it is, man. And he just all. I've never look.
Oh wait, they settled. Oh, so they settled.
Yeah, they settled. They went. They went ahead and settled this shit out of court. Look,
Okay.
I've never seen a more.
Are there any terms, or is
I
all
think everything was undisclosed. I don't think
everything?
anything was released. Nothing was released, but I did know. I did read that it got settled. So, um, this guy's the biggest lame ever, ever, ever. Sherm said Aubrey is a joke. Sherm, you know.
Forever, ever, forever, ever.
Um, and even my man Eddie Griffin said, man, he said Drake just doesn't understand. He's a rapper. Drake is a rapper, but Kendrick is hip hop. He's a hip hop artist. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? So, and with all the beatings and stuff that Drake has took, he came out with another album. Heard that shit is plastic.
Plastic.
Yeah, this man, he's just a joke. He's just a joke to me, bro. It really is a joke. Like I have not seen a rapper more in their feelings than this guy. And the fact that the the black folks in the hip hop community, you want to accept a motherfucker because he made. I'm telling you, and I'll be the first one to say it, and I completely agree. If Drake would have just stayed making that little music, the little teeny bop music for the bitches and stuff like that, cool, man, cool, cool. I might even buy an album or two. I don't know, shit, whatever. But this nigga's a lame, bro. Just everything about him is just to the lamest extent. I can't stand this motherfucker, bro. I really can't. I really, really can't. Like if I listen to him, man, if I listen to him on a song, it's a feature. He's just featured on you know what I'm saying? He was featured on somebody's record. You know what I'm saying? But I don't have no albums of him. I only had one song of his that was like actually his in my phone, and that was like the first joint that he did the best I ever had. That's it. Other than that, no. Because I actually had liked that song when it came out. So, but that was it. I ain't nothing else. And then the other song is him and what's the Young Money crew where they did that. I wish I could bang every chick that I see or whatever the king. Well
This
then that man.
this might be a hot take, but I think Tory Lanez is better than Drake.
I would listen to Tory Lanez before I listen to Drake any day. And I'm saying that. Put it on wax, people. Put it on wax. I'm not lying. Only had guys playing. That's it, bro. I didn't even have an album. Sure, I don't have an album worth of Drake in my phone. No, sir. We're not doing. He gets no rotation in my ride. Can you dig? Lane. My next loser. Why are you laughing, bro? It's just the truth. The honest truth. My next one is this lovely lady here, Joy Taylor. Now, everybody's like, wait a minute, bro. As beautiful as she is. Yeah. I, don't get me wrong. Joy Taylor is fine.
Fine,
She's a
fine
very
as hell.
beautiful woman.
Fine.
I look in the eyes though, I see a motherfucking devil. I'm starting to
Uh,
see demon. I'm starting to see demon.
succubus.
Succubus. She has recently been suspended from Fox Sports One because of the scandal that she was in that came out not too long ago about
Wait,
her.
wait. Was it because of the scandal or was it because of something different? Because of something new. She didn't get suspended the day of or the week of the scandal. Why would they wait 3 weeks to suspend her?
Maybe some more things are popping out. Maybe they did some kind of investigations. I don't know. I can't say necessarily that it was because of this, because of that scandal. All I'm just saying is she ain't working right now, for whatever the case may be. So you know,
Maybe an internal investigation had to be done before any punishment was levied.
I think so, man. I think so. And then once you start doing the internal investigation, you start bringing some things up. You start, finding some things out. You know, because the lady in the lawsuit did mention that she was trying to use uh, her assets to get what she wanted out of the people that she was working with, even the CEO claiming that she was going to falsely claim SA on him to get him fired and stuff like that. So to hear those kind of things and to hear those kind of remarks and to know that she's willing to do those kind of things to get up in the company is very, very diabolical. Very diabolical. I mean, we can all just look at her, man, and just tell that yeah, she's a very attractive lady, very, very attractive lady. But it's usually these ones, man. It's usually the pretty ones that have the worst problems, the
Bro.
worst kind of problems and stuff like that. So, man, She does.
Antonio, go ahead.
No, I mean she does come off. She comes off as feeling like everybody wants her. Like she's just the baddest thing out there. Um,
And
mm-hmm.
she one of
Sherm
the
said Jezebel.
she
Eh.
she's one of the baddest in the industry, and I'm pretty sure she gets hit on a lot. Like so, I mean, she might have. We don't see what happens in her personal life to where all these guys are trying to get at her or whatever. So, uh, I mean,
I don't know.
she might have some reason to kind of believe that. Who knows?
I ain't fuck with the bit.
Well, I mean, I ain't gonna say nothing about that. But Antonio Brown is one of the funniest motherfuckers ever, bruh. Did you see what he said?
Mm-hmm.
He is a maniac, bruh. That man,
Antonio.
yes, that man, that dude, that fool. They was showing Jason Taylor's son in the combine. He's in the combine this year,
Mm-hmm.
and they was showing him catching balls. And AB keyed up and said, "This boy catching balls like his auntie."
Wow. Wow. Wow.
He out there catching them balls like his auntie.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Antonio
Wow.
Brown, AB.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
He a cold motherfucker, bro.
I like Antonio Brown, but that's crazy, man.
AB crazy.
That is crazy.
That was insane. These strays, man. Said that boy out there catching balls like his auntie.
My third, man. My third. That is it's still hilarious, bro. My third loser. Again, making his appearance on the show. Once again, is this dude, Stephen A. freaking Smith, dude. What's not to say, man? What's
You
not to say?
gotta explain this one to me because
I gotta explain.
yeah, because I didn't see anything wrong with what he said, bro. I'm just gonna be totally honest.
Although I didn't see anything that was wrong of what he said, and I did listen to the interview that he had. As we can see, there's that picture right there with LeBron in his face, telling him to keep, his son out of it and everything. There was a conversation between him and LeBron. Basically, LeBron getting upset about the comments and things that he has been making uh, concerning his son. And LeBron, like Stephen A. said, he said, "Man, I was a father coming to the rescue of his child. He was telling him, what I'm saying, telling him whatever he needed to say." Um, I'm a loser because man, he constantly puts himself in situations for no reason. Like the brash of Stephen A. Smith, the unmitigated gall that he has, like it just rubs you the wrong way. It just rubs you the wrong way. I mean, you just look at. I mean, looking at this picture, you can look at the scowl that he has on the side. Like it's like he wants to cause ruckus. He wants to call. You know, you can call it controversial. You can call it everything, but to me, that's that puppet master shit. He know what he gets paid to do. He know that he can be that controversial tone and that person. You know, for somebody, and I told you guys in the chat, man, for somebody who feels like that they shit don't stink, for somebody who makes it seems like they know anything and everything when it comes to the sport, and that's football, basketball, whatever the case he's reporting on, but he feels like he knows everything. I don't care. Like I said, a guy that can't even average 4 points in high school can't tell me nothing if I'm in the league. You can't tell me shit. Your opinions really don't matter. I'm going to take I'm going to take the opinions of past guys that have been in the league and coaches and people that have been in the sport. Then I'm going to take over a reporter any day. Not saying that he doesn't have the right to speak his mind and say what he wants to say, because he does, completely does. We got the freedom of, it's free speech, and him being a part of the media, that's his job. But this guy is lame as fuck. All the way around. All the way around, man. All the way around. And I don't want to put him in this loser mix. But he just is. Just is. Just is.
But just for clarification though, you agree with what he said about Bronny James, don't you? At least you have in the past.
Concerning what necessarily?
The reason why LeBron got mad at him. Because he said that LeBron brought him to the league and put a target on his back or whatever because of the comments he said. And LeBron got him, said that he only wanted to play with his son. And if you want me to play for you, you gotta draft Bronny. And because he said Bronny is better than half the players in the league. And because everybody know he forced the Lakers to draft him. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that Rich Paul was going around telling teams that Bronny would not play for them. And that's why he dropped to the Lakers. Or one of the reasons why he possibly could have dropped to the Lakers. Which is probably why he dropped to the Lakers. Right?
Yeah, Bronny would have definitely had a target on his back regardless if LeBron had said that or not. Just because of who he was. He would definitely had a target on his back either way. I do think that Bron kind of did magnify it by some of the things that he did say. But it's
No, but do you believe Bronny deserved to be in the NBA?
I didn't believe that.
Okay.
No, I didn't believe that. I didn't believe that. So yeah, it may be a point. It may be a point that I agree with on Stephen A. Smith on that tip. But I'm just saying, there's somebody that constantly finds himself in these kind of positions. It's a lot of people out there that don't fuck with Stephen A. Smith, bro. Just off GP.
There's a lot of people that don't fuck with Chuck Barkley.
We just call Chuck C now. Chuck don't know no better. That nigga crazy.
Come on now, Chuck is probably smarter than Stephen A.
No,
Smith.
I know. No, I know it. I know he is, bro. I'm just saying.
Chuck knows. Charles Barkley knows exactly what he's doing. He's in full faculty, full control, and he's a former player. From what you say, from your logic, you would respect more his opinion even more.
Yeah.
And I don't think Chuck is necessarily grifting or lying or exaggerating anything he believes. He believes all that shit he's saying.
I listen to him. I would listen to him and his opinions before I would Steven though. Just because he's got the experience, man. Gold medal winner. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. So that's what it is, man.
Yeah, that's the only thing you can say. That's what Shaq would have keyed up and be like, yeah, that's the only thing you can say. That's all you have is a gold medal. You don't have any rings, Charles.
All right, Shaq, shut up.
You don't have any rings, Chuck.
Go eat some Papa John's pizza, bro.
I got actual championships. You never won anything.
You never won anything, Chuck.
You never.
I got 4 rings.
4. Count
I got 4.
them. Look at my hand.
Look at my hand. Oh. Shut up, Chuck. I know what you're talking about.
No, that fool was talking about the Lakers, and that fool Shaq was like, and Kenny was like, wait, what? You don't think he's telling the truth? He's like, yeah, man, he's telling the truth, man. But hurry up, man. Like, we only got 6 minutes. Like, I'm trying to talk to.
Hilarious, man. Hilarious. Oh man, another great show, man. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. I gotta get out of here and go be a daddy. Rock with my son a little bit, man. But I thank y'all, man. Everybody on the TikTok that came and showed up, man. I'm looking at let me see, man. This TikTok alone, 279 views. I got a couple of new followers. Appreciate y'all, man. I'm at 3.8 thousand likes. So thank you for all of those hearts. Man, I think we got up to at least 20 something, man, when it comes to these people watching here on the live. I want to appreciate everybody. I want to tell y'all and thank y'all, man. I appreciate everybody on the comments and everything. Y'all are helping not only my show, man, but definitely BGSC Network, man, be a lot bigger, a lot better than what it is, man. And thank y'all for that, man. I appreciate you guys for everything that you're doing, everything you guys continue to do. Continue to like, subscribe, hit the bell, all of that good stuff. For myself, for my boy Brian, hey, man, much love to you, bro. Brian, you already know what it is. Sharon, man. Appreciate it, man. We're getting stronger, bro. Thank you, man.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Shout
sir.
out to you, Sharon, bro, because you
Shout out.
always here, man. Hey, Miss Carol. What's up, Miss Carol? How you doing, man, on the TikTok, man? Shout out to everybody, man. I got love for y'all, man. Until next time, man, I'm holler at y'all, all right? Peace, man. Oh, I gotta hit the outro. Hold on. Here we go. Let me find it. I ain't got it. What happened to it?
Hey, tighten up, man. Tighten up.
It's been a long week. It's been a long week, bro. It's been a very, very long week. Very, very long week. But I found it. We out, man. Y'all take it easy, bro.
Cruising in a Rari with the hair and nails and toes done. Always keep it stylish. Never gonna give me.
We're gonna make a lot of women mad at this one, but it's all right.
Never gonna get a shot at romance.